Hi, I'm Asha, and this is a quick video on how you can use Devin AI. So most of the people don't want to get into this mess of running 15 AI agents and making workflows. And the most easy alternative way is that you can use Devin. You give them a prompt and it writes some code. You check what it did and you fix it, give another prompt, so it goes on, takes a bit more time. Of course, with Cloud Code, I'll pray for this. I use them when I want to work closely with the code and I control every step. But with Devin, what you can do is you can complete a task by just giving it to an agent. So it runs inside its own cloud computer. So it can open the repo, it can read the repo, search the web, use the browser, run commands, and also test the app at the end. And all you have to do is just check it out. Okay, how was it? You can even close your laptop while it continues working. You do not have to use only one agent. There will be multiple agents working at the same time. For example, one agent can research an idea, one agent can plan the product, one agent can build the front end, and one agent can build the back end. So and a final agent can test everything. So today I'm thinking of building a platform for creators to be able to do all the stuff on their own. For example, creators send invoices every month to their brands and stuff. They want to get more sponsors, so they email a lot of new brands. Okay, so we're going to create a platform for creators that's going to help them do all that stuff, and all they have to do is just type what kind of brands they want to work with. And Devin will come up with Devin will come up with everything on its own. The coolest thing is that instead of one coding agent, you can manage a small team of AI agents that's an engineering team. So today I'm going to test this. I'll give Devin a subreddit of real complaints, people saying, okay, I don't like this feature, I don't like that, maybe something like this would be better. So I'm just going to give it to Devin, and the first agent will study those complaints and find real problems and keep talking about it. Another will check the existing products and decide which problem is worth solving. And I'll ask several Devins to build the product in parallel. So you can see how it is done, how the agents you can make it work parallelly. So your job is to explain what you want, divide the work properly, and then answer important questions, and then review what agents built. In this video, I want to test the feature that makes Devin different. Before we start building, let me quickly show you how Devin works. And when you open Devin, you can start a new session and describe what you want it to do. The agent gets a separate cloud computer with a browser, terminal, code editor, and workspace. It can clone your GitHub repo, install packages, run the app. This is useful because the work doesn't depend on my laptop. I can just start a task and leave it running and come back later. Also, another cool thing is if it misunderstands something, I can also send another message while it works. So it's easy for you to change anything if you want to change it while working. If I simply say what's the difference between Cloud Code and Devin, it's with Cloud Code, you're usually working with the agent. You open your terminal, you stay inside the project and guide the agent while it is working. But with Devin, you're giving the work to the agent and you explain the result you need and let it work on a separate computer and review what it sends back. So that's the basic difference. Devin is assigning a task to the engineer and what you got back, that. Okay, so before starting the project, you need to connect your GitHub. So let me just add it here. And another thing is you can run Devin from your terminal. Just click on here and go on here, install Devin CLI and copy this. Once you copy this, just paste it in your terminal and you'll be able to work from your terminal. So we'll get into the project now. So we need to connect our GitHub, and then my GitHub is already connected. So I'll show you how you can do it. When you just go to the page, they will show you what are the ways to get started. Else you can just go on. You can just go on here and you will see a lot of ways. For example, here I have my you can just go on here, click on new session, and then go on here and select your repo, which one you want. We go on here and create a, let's go and create a repo. For example, I'm gonna create a creators run. Um, for you're just gonna go to GitHub and create it. Once you create the repo, you can, as my GitHub is connected with my Devin, I can just go on here and click on repo. Yeah, I found it. So now we just need to tell Devin what we want to do. I'm just gonna tell Devin what I wanna do. So here, build a web app that runs a creator's entire brand deal pipeline. It should scrape brand contact emails and then send personalized outreach and auto follow-ups from the creator's own inbox, like Gmail inbox, and open and reply tracking. Replies convert into deals with starters and with status and rate, deliverables and due dates. Also write invoices, like generate an invoice that it changes, like ask for like payment, and include like a dashboard showing deals closed this month and how much revenue they made, and like pending payouts and everything. And we're gonna use Next.js and Superbase for database. And we can also use Apollo API key to verify emails before sending. You can also attach like screenshots of website whose design I like. Instead, I can just give skill.md. Okay, I'm gonna send this now. So it's gonna work on. So I'm gonna show you how it is gonna work now. For example, so right now the agents are also scraping like brand deal demos. I'm just gonna tell it that it's taking a lot of time. So emails, I'm just gonna type it like, can you stop scraping emails and verifying emails? For now, we'll do it later. Emails for now, just add whatever you, I'm gonna say just add whatever you have already done. You have already done. So you can also like send messages while the agents are working on it. If we don't like do the email verification and stuff, like everything is already done. So you can also connect your Devin to Versal. For example, I'm just gonna go on here and click on project and click on import and deploy the project. Okay, now you can see that it's done, and Devin created for us like all the brand contacts and like categories and whatever. Like for this, you need to be like very specific on like what kind of contacts you want. Where you so Devin has access to a lot of like it can scrape like Twitter contacts. It can scrape like sites. So you just like give specific sites and everything that you wanna scrape contacts from and what kind of brands you wanna like reach out to and stuff. And then you can just go on here and do all that stuff. Make sure that you don't send like more than like 20-30 emails per day, so you don't end up on spam. And it will also like help you write invoices and send them, so it's like everything is automated. So you can just go on and check it out. And in the next video, I'll show you how to build an app using Devin AI. This one was like really simple.